Hey guys, how's it going? Arksy here, and today I'm bringing you my very own high round strategy for the Giant. If you don't already know, the Giant is a map that you get for downloading Black Ops 3 Season Pass, which also allows you to get the DLCs as they come out, which is really cool. So alright, obviously you want to, like any zombies game, at the beginning is actually fairly important, so you want to save your points and spin cautiously, and that's really the key to setting up to a successful zombies game. On round 1, you want to shoot the zombies maybe once or twice, 3 times if you're feeling cheeky, and give it a good knife. And on round 2, you want to shoot them maybe 3 or 4 times and then the knife. After running out of ammo, you can either move on or just use your knife with caution. Make sure you don't go down. Obviously, that kind of ruins things. I find it helps to knife and jump backwards at the same time sometimes, to try to avoid a nuke, which is a power up which will end the round and waste a lot of points and time. You just really don't want to do that. Other than that, you kind of want to just play like normal. You know, getting your points in is super important, so you can get the maximum amount of points you can, so you can move on and set up a nice zombies game. Okay, so now you're probably on round 3 or 4. You want to move on into the furnace room and buy the VMP, which is incredibly good for the first few rounds, probably up until round 10 or 12 even. It literally shreds. This gun makes it nearly impossible to die as long as you can aim correctly. You might want to try for a Gobblegum as well, because those can be very helpful. Currently I have on the Gobblegums Aftertaste, Pop Shocks, Unquenchable, On the House, and one called Anywhere But Here. Anywhere But Here is actually a really important aspect in going on high rounds, or you can use In Plain Sight, whichever one you want. As you'll see later in this guide, it'll help you out and get out of some really tough situations. Alright guys, so by round 5, you definitely want to move on and have power activated and buy Gobblegum. Here you can see me right at the beginning of round 6, I get the Gobblegum Aftertaste, which allows you to keep your perks after you go down and are revived, so you gotta have quick revive for that to work. Now the next few rounds are really simple, just point and shoot zombies. Make sure you don't yet open the teleporter ZC, so you don't have any zombies coming at you from that direction. Eventually you'll have enough that you want to go ahead and buy a few more perks and a secondary weapon for the convenience sake. I bought the Vesper. You can really buy any wall weapon or get a weapon from the box, doesn't matter. It's really just for the convenience of having another gun for some ammo in case you run out. Okay, so at this point you're definitely past round 10 and you have all of the teleporters open and ready to go, so you can access Pack-a-Punch. I really actually don't Pack-a-Punch until some later rounds, but as you can see I also got an On the House, which is the Gobblegum that gives you a free perk, and I got Mule Kick, so I'm just waiting to get a good weapon, and I'm also hoping for some monkeys on my box pull, and luckily it actually happens here pretty soon. Simple monkeys are super important for the process. You definitely need them to do the Easter egg, and the Easter egg is pretty simple. You just throw the monkey bombs right into the teleporters and then teleport with them, and eventually it will, once you do that with all 3, it will unlock a sixth and final perk on the map. And then I'm going to get the KN94 off the wall. Because I had Mule Kick, I can go ahead and do that, and as you can see I really prefer wall weapons because you can always buy ammo and you'll never run out. Okay, so now as you can see I'm just chilling out here in the courtyard area. I get a double points there, which is really actually very helpful in this game, and I have the Gobblegum Pop Shocks at the moment, which electrocute zombies when you knife them. But here's the main point. This courtyard is really the best area to be and stick in because it has the widest space, or one of the widest spaces that you can train in. And look at that Pop Shock, it's actually really good when you think about it. It eliminates that entire group of zombies. So training here for a while is definitely good until you have the money to go ahead and do the teleporters to get that 6th perk, Stamina Up, which is going to be the perk that's underneath the snow when you teleport with the Simple Monkeys. It's also very important to note that if you don't have the Gobblegum Unquenchable on, you actually will not be able to buy the final perk Stamina Up, because Unquenchable allows you to buy an extra perk on top of the perks you already have. So obviously you can't buy more than 4 usually, and with it on the house, I now have 5. To get that 6, I'm either going to need a Perkaholic or an Unquenchable, and I actually do get an Unquenchable here in the next round, so that was lucky timing. Yeah, so here it is, me getting the Unquenchable Gobblegum, and eventually I will go ahead and get that 6th perk. Okay, so here's an example of round 30. It's actually not as hard as it seems. Round 30 I think is easier than the earlier rounds because zombies are much easier to round up. And that's due to the fact that they spawn in so much quicker on round 30 than they do on, you know, round 15 or 20 or even 25. The significance is very noticeable. So anyways, you really want to try to split your zombies in a way that you have some on the left and some on the right until you get them round up. And if you ever feel like you're unsafe, you can always just run a little bit further. And here's the significance of Blast Furnace. Look at that. That is just a very OP elemental style that you can get on a Pack-a-Punch weapon. So I also wanted to show you this. This is really the proper use of Gobblegum. I had the Anywhere But Here on, and as you can see, I popped that off when I realized I was about to go down, and it ended up teleporting me right to the back of the train, which was really helpful, very easy to round up. But if it hadn't have done that, I would have just ran from wherever it was back to this courtyard and gotten back into the training mode and continued the process until you go to a high round. You know, it's not that hard. So you can see there, I ran around those zombies. You want to split the group as much as possible, and you want to make your trains as condensed as possible, but sometimes you have to do that and you have to elongate it in order to secure your safety more than anything. Anyways, I hope that helps some people out trying to get to high rounds for whatever reason, whether it's you want to show off to your friends or you want to look good on the leaderboards. Doesn't really matter. If you use the trap that's located right there, you can see on the left side of the screen, by around 35 or plus you can start using it, and it eliminates all the zombies that come through that direction, and you can go very high round. Actually, I've gotten to round 46 on this map, and I actually died in a really stupid way. So I believe some of you could get even further than that. So hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did, leave a like, rating, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.